say Happy New Year. I can't believe it is 2017 is here. It feels like ages since I last sat down and did like a chatty to the camera vlog. I think, well, it's because I obviously spent the whole of December vlogmasing. So sharing our lives, kind of day in the lifestyle, but it just feels like ages since I've sat down and done this. It's actually really nice. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about, unsurprisingly, it's a new year, I wanted to talk a little bit about my goals going forward for 2017. So I'm not a very big believer in kind of New Year's resolutions, because I think if you really want to make a change, you'll make a change whatever day of the year it is, whatever time of year it is. But having said that, I feel like the end of one year and the start of another year is one of those times where it's natural to reflect back over what's happened in the previous year and to think ahead to things that you might like as a bit of a fresh start, I guess. So I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the things going forward that I want to really focus in on, maybe improve on, maybe change a little bit. Not resolutions, just things I'm trying to change my focus on, I guess, as we start another new year. So I'm going to start with those very stereotypical New Year's resolutions. I would like to lose a little bit of weight this year. Obviously I gained a little bit of weight when I had Ashlyn, but she's over a year old now, and I kind of think with all of my children I gave myself kind of a year where the focus is all about babies. Let's be honest, babies are quite hard work and it is very hard to focus on anything else. I have lost a good proportion of the baby weight that I gained, but there's that last stubborn bit that I think, unless I put that little bit of effort in, isn't gonna disappear by itself. And this year I definitely want to just get rid of that and get back to feeling more like how I feel like I should feel in my own skin. I'm actually not somebody that hangs up on weight. So when I talk about the fact that I want to lose weight, I don't have a specific number in mind. I'm just one of these people where I feel like at the moment I don't feel 100% comfortable in the clothes that I'm buying. So I just want to feel like the clothes that I want to buy fit me the way I want them to fit me. So that is what my focus is going to be, or one of my focuses is going to be for this year. The main way I'm going to do that though, which kind of brings me on to my second one, is I want to do more exercise. I know this sounds like such a stereotypical resolution, but I really have lost my way with exercise since I became a mum of 3. I'm a really keen exerciser. I love dance, I love swimming, I love yoga. I am really into exercise. I'm not somebody that finds exercise a chore. I really love getting out and exercising. But since I had Quinny, I find it very hard now to fit it into my daily life. I'm just so busy from when I get up in the morning to when I go to bed at night. If I'm not dealing with the needs of the kids or ferrying them places that they need to be or feeding them, then I'm working, because obviously I work for myself. So all of the free time that I don't have that's wrapped up in family, I tend to throw into making YouTube videos, doing blog posts, doing photos, answering emails, doing all that work related stuff. And this year I kind of feel a little bit like I need to take that time for me. It's all very well me making excuses and saying that I don't have time, but I need to make time for it. It's important. I want to set a really good example to my children with regards to kind of exercise and fitness, and I really enjoy it. And I know in myself that the way I'm going to lose that last bit of weight that I want to is just by getting out and moving my bum around a bit more. So I'm not sure whether getting back to dance classes is going to be feasible for the time being, but I definitely want to get back to doing yoga more frequently, and I want to get back to doing swimming. At one time I was swimming every single day, and there are still days when I get up and I just really miss it. I love being in the water. So I just basically, that's kind of my third point really, is I think I need to be a bit more selfish about taking time for me, because it's very easy to put my needs and what I want to do at the very, very bottom of the pile, underneath what everybody else wants to do and what I need to do. And I feel like I need to take time out for what I want to do. So on that very profound note, I've got those 3 things I want to work on for me. So I want to work on losing that last little bit of the baby weight, getting out and doing a bit more exercise, and just feeling a bit healthier and fitter in my own skin. And number 3, just being a bit more selfish about time for me. So that's my first 3. I've got a couple of pointers that are like work related-y type things, and they're both really quite simple ones. So number 1 on the work related thing is I obviously want to continue to grow what I'm doing. I'd like to continue to grow this channel. I want to continue to invest lots of time in my blog. I would like to continue to grow what I'm doing on Instagram. So I do want to just basically grow, get better, keep challenging myself, keep trying to find ways to be creative with those. But my second pointer for work that I really want to work on for this year is being good about separating out time for work. At the moment, I often feel like a lot of my work is done at the last minute, when I'm basically at a point where it's got to be done now or never. Again, because I don't always feel like I have bags of time. It gets put off and put off and put off and put off, and then I basically do it at the point where I can't put it off any longer. And I just want to get a little bit more organised about how I arrange my work time going forward. Rich and I have talked a little bit about the fact that he is going to arrange some of his days off or some of his work from home time so that we can carve out very specific time for me to work, so that I don't feel like I'm grabbing 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, you know, half an hour there when we get 5 minutes, because I don't feel like I'm productive when I'm only getting a little snippet of time here and there. I feel like I need sort of a set time so that I can organise myself and know that I'm working on X, Y and Z. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. So that's my 3 personal things, my 2 work things, and the rest of my things are kind of home, family, life related things that I want to work on for this year. I don't know why I've started doing a weird little dance. Sorry, clearly going off on a tangent is not something that's stopping in 2017. Home, family, life wise, the big thing that is happening for us this year is that we will be moving house. So in February, so that is next month now, all being well, cross your fingers, cross your toes, you know, touch all the wood, folks, we should be moving house in February. So that is obviously going to be a thing that's going to take up a mass of our time. I mean, it's going to be a really, really big focus for us, but it's something I'm really excited about. So it's not so much a resolution or even a challenge, but that's going to be a very big focus for us this year. I want to be focusing on the move, focusing on making our new house into our home. I'm really, really excited about that. I think I'm kind of at the point now where I might start making Pinterest boards with ideas. I'm going to be realistic. We are not moving into this house to kind of do it all over. This is a long-term house, so we will be moving in and we'll be living in it for a while with all the not our taste decor for a while, and we want to gradually work on, you know, making each room our own. So that's going to be a longer term project than just 2017. I mean, this is probably like a 5 to 10 year project, sorting out all the things that we're going to want to do in the house. But that's definitely a big thing in our minds. It's going to be a big thing for our 2017. It's going to be a very exciting thing about 2017. Yeah. Another point that kind of leads on from that one, and something that I really want to work more on, is being more organised. By my nature, I am quite an organised person. I like a list, I like to plan, I like to know when things are going to happen, but I'm not necessarily always that great at really executing and following through on those things, because I have so many balls I'm trying to keep in the air. But this year I kind of want to just get a bit better at being organised. I want to stop half doing jobs I'm really bad for like sorting out a laundry load, filling up a laundry load, putting it in the machine, putting the machine on and forgetting about it. Please tell me other people do this too. And then coming back to it hours later and being like, awesome, I'm gonna have to rewash that. I want to just, I don't know what the answer is. If you have any great solutions as to how you make sure that you follow through on jobs, I would love to hear them. But I often feel like I pick something up and I get started on it and then I don't get a chance to finish it all in one go, so I forget about it. My aim this year is to hopefully try and get better at just completing stuff that I start, being a bit more organised. I want to be a bit more organised as well about home life and about housework. And last year, early on in the year, I got really good. I basically had like a housework rota and I did specific things on specific days and it worked brilliantly. And then, I don't know, somewhere along the line it all went a bit wrong. Maybe I need to dig out last year's diaries and see what I was working out when. But yeah, I just want to get a bit more organised and feel like I've got this. Yeah. So my third kind of life family related point is about photos. Anybody that follows my blog or follows me on Instagram will know that I love taking photos, specifically photos with people in. I love photographing my children, I love photographing us as a family, and I've got sort of 3 sort of photo related challenges I want to carry on doing at the Me and Mine project, which is my monthly family photo project that I run on my blog. I want to carry on doing with the siblings project, which is sibling photos that I share every month on my blog. I'm also going to start doing again weekly portraits, solo portraits of my children. I did that in 2014 and 2015, and then when 2016 started, I don't know why I didn't. Towards the end of 2015 I was just a bit like, why am I bothering to do this? It's such a waste of time, like who is even going to care about these? And by about March in 2016 I've massively regretted the decision to stop, because it's really nice to just have pictures of the children on their own. So if you are a dear beautiful blog follower, the weekly portraits are coming back. I don't care if you find them boring. I love doing them. I think they're a really nice record. I'm going to be bringing those back in 2016. No, I'm going to be bringing those back in 2017. 2017, not 2016 anymore. So yes, those are the 3 sort of photo challenges and projects that I want to carry on with. But another big photo thing for me, believe it or not, people are always really surprised when I say this, I have no photos up in my house, really. And it kind of makes me sad. I think part of the problem is that I take so many photos that I always feel like I'm going to take a better one, so I don't hang them on the wall. And it makes me sad and it makes me cross. And part of the reason that I don't have them up now is that we've been sort of thinking about moving for so long that we were like, oh, we won't put any more nails in the wall. So we just haven't put any photos up. But when we move, I'm going to be there with a hammer and a box of nails, and I just want tons of pictures up on my wall. I need to start printing real in your hand photos and putting them up on my walls. So photos is a big focus for me this year. I'm going to take more photos and I'm going to print more photos and I'm going to put more photos all around my house because photos make me happy. And my final one, I kind of feel like this isn't so much a resolution or even so much a focus for 2017 as just part of my outlook on life, and that is about adventures. I want to grab adventures this year and lots of opportunities to just do different things. We love getting out as a family and doing different things and going to different places and trying out new adventures, and I feel like this year I want to do more of that. And that's not to say that we haven't done lots of adventures in the past, because we've had some great ones, but I just want more of them. I'm being greedy. I want 2017 to bring us even more adventures. So I'm already getting the diary out and digging around online and planning some things that I want to do this year, some places we'd like to go and visit. some little breaks we might like to take, some little holidays we might like to do. It's obviously going to be tricky this year because finances are going to be tight with a house move, but I kind of want to prove that you don't need to spend a ton of money to go out and have a lot of fun, and that is going to be one of my focuses for this year, is just to make sure that we still have lots of adventures as a family. I just want to make sure that we're showing our kids, you know, we live in an amazing bit of the country, we live in an amazing country, we live on an amazing planet, and I want to make sure I'm showing my kids that. So that is what I'm going to be focusing my energies on this year. Cross your fingers for me, give me a nudge, point me in the right direction if you feel like I need it, or if you've got a really good idea for how I can make these dreams of mine a reality. Thanks so much for supporting me and for watching this channel and for coming along and meeting our family in 2016. I know some of you have been with us since long before that, but if you have stuck with us through 2016, thank you so much, and stay with us. Hopefully we've got lots more exciting things to share with you here this year, and I would like to wish you, yes, I would like to wish you a very happy new year, and that 2017 brings everybody all the amazing things that they want it to. And I will see all of you in my next video, hopefully very, very soon. And hopefully I won't flap my arms around. I flapped my arms around a lot today, right? I need to sit on my arms, I think, when I'm videoing. Anyway, on that note, I will see you in my next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Press that little bell thing next to the subscribe so that you make sure that you hear when my new videos go live. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, share with your friends, all that jazz, and I will see you for my next one. Bye!